Wow, the wind is absolutely ridiculous at the minute. I've never known anything like it. I could literally, honestly, couldn't film in my house. I've got one of these furry mics on now, which I got yesterday. So hopefully that's muffling it. I don't even know if you guys are gonna be able to hear me. It's absolutely crazy. So it's making Bigman to Ironman pretty difficult at the minute. Not from a training point of view, but more so just from a filming point of view. So hopefully you will be able to hear this. At the end of this video, very exciting, we're going to have a vote. What is my first event going to be? You guys are going to decide, okay? So stick around to the end of the video for that. This video is really just made up of a couple of my thoughts and a couple of clips of my training throughout the week, and then at the end of it we'll, as I say, we'll do the vote. Plenty of stuff coming up, plenty of ideas. Like you say, it'd be nice if I got some weather that I could actually film in, but you know, you've got to roll with the punches. But for now, let's get this vlog rolling. Okay, so I've just got in probably the strongest tailwinds that I've ever experienced. 35 miles an hour, just constant tailwind with 44-mile-an-hour gusts. It's absolutely ridiculous. I've never experienced anything like it. I wasn't really putting any power into the pedals at all, trying to save my legs to the cycle home. Averaged, I think it's just under 20 miles an hour, and that includes going at walking pace over a long bridge and going at walking pace over the docks, which I'll overlay as I'm saying this, so you can see what I'm talking about. But I tell you what, that was crazy. To be cycling at 25 miles an hour and feeling like you're cycling in a vacuum is just something else. It really is crazy. So yeah, trying to save my legs. Heart rate was probably under 110 for pretty much the whole ride, which shows how little effort I can do the same ride averaging 16 miles an hour, but having to put everything into it and averaging a heart rate of 150 or more. So just the wind here is totally extreme. So the ride home will be tough. Got my swim later, first Ironman, Bigman to Ironman swim. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll talk about it straight after this clip. What I'm going to do, jump in the shower now. Normally I'll wang the wet towel straight back in my bag. I'm going to hang it up in the cloakroom so that it's dry for my swim at lunchtime, and then cycle home. So it's all good. Keep your eyes peeled, keep it locked, and let's talk about the swim. Just outside the Brighton Prince Regent swimming complex for the first Bigman to Ironman swim. I'm not really sure what to expect, to be perfectly honest. It's been a long time since I was in a swimming pool. Obviously I recently did that swim, triathlon swim for the sprint, which is 750 meters, which wasn't the best swim, to be perfectly honest, but I'm really excited to get back in there. So I'm going to aim to do around 1,000 meters. We'll see how that goes. If it feels fantastic, I'll probably stop it at 1,000. If it feels terrible, I'll stop it shortly before. Today is just about feeling it out and getting back into it, really. So really excited to get back in there. I'll film straight after as well and let you guys know my experience. I'm also now filming on a new phone with new front camera, so let's hope the quality's good. Okay, but for now, wish me luck. Going a bit a cappella here because I've taken a big learning away from today's lunchtime swim. Okay, so I've come straight from work and I dried myself for my morning swim this morning. I thought, I don't really want to take a wet towel swimming, so I hung it up in the cloakroom to dry, and I've just got out of the pool and the towel is still in the cloakroom at work drying, so that's not great, but these things happen. The actual swim itself went really well. I got 1,000 meters done in 18 minutes. I don't know seconds because my triathlon watch got nicked, so I'm on this Forerunner now and that doesn't do swim, so I saw it was 22 past when I set off, and it was exactly 40, so I don't even know, 140 when I got out. So I think that's pretty good. I can't even remember what my times were before, but it felt good. I started to tire a little bit as I hit the sort of 500 to 700 meter mark, but then as I always felt with swimming, it sort of came back, and on 1,000 meters I actually felt really good. It felt like I could have carried on to 1,500, possibly even 2,000, but like I said at the beginning of the vlog, no matter how it felt, I was always going to stop there at the 1,000, because I want to make sure I'm able to keep doing it every other day. And that's the important thing, consistency, rather than just going out there and smashing it. As always, the goggles have absolutely made a state of my eyes because of this huge solid nose with this massive bony lump in it. I really have to stick the goggles on in order for them to work. But I must say, this is the first time I bought these at the triathlon that I was in recently, and this is the first time I swam in the pool, second time overall. Aquasphere, Cayman, I must say they're absolutely fantastic. One of the best goggles I've used so far. I don't know about longevity, but zero water coming in, which is fantastic. But now I need to massage my eyes a bit, try and dry myself off somehow, and get back to work. Let's carry on with the vlogger. Woo-wee! That's a tough ride. Okay, I'm in the shelter, so the wind's blowing this way. It's a direct headwind, so I'm totally sheltered from it now. You can't see it. People are absolutely flying down this way and struggling and walking their bikes up the other way, but it's all good. A very challenging ride, but it's these types of rides that make the man and make the Ironman. So, you know, I absolutely embrace these rides. I love this wind. I'm not going to complain about it. It's just knuckle down and get the job done. You know, if it was easy, then it wouldn't be worth doing, as I've said many times before. So there's my bike, winter bike. It's been serviced. You can see this thing flapping about, even though it's sheltered here. Service this week. I put the aero bars on this week as well, which I've been very, very grateful for. I've been fitted onto this bike, so that works nicely. It's all good. I love that bike. I've had a couple of serious crashes on it. I thought it was a goner on the very serious one. I'm actually also still wearing the bib that I crashed in, so I sort of, you know, I like to wear things into the ground. I wear a pair of shorts underneath them, and that's all good. Now, before we get on to the vote, the big Steve Kalclash Bigman to Ironman vote for my first event, let's talk very quickly about people. I've talked a lot about steroids and things like that in the last video. I don't want to go on about it, but people have said, Steve, we wouldn't want to believe in you and follow a clean athlete and this type of thing. You know, how do we know you're clean? Taking steroids for me is, I give it an analogy, a business analogy that I use. For people that do something for a short-term gain for a long-term pain, okay? So they do something that's going to get them a quick win, but it completely screws them in the long run, and that's called pissing your pants. Someone's pissed their pants in business terms, right? What that means is, if it's cold, I might be out and about cold, I need to go for a wee, so I pee in my pants. I'm going to be nice and warm for about 2 minutes, and then all of a sudden that wee is going to go very, very cold, and I'm going to be colder than I was before. Taking steroids is very much the same thing. I take steroids, I get very big muscles, might be more impressive to the ladies, or whatever the hell the reason is, or get more views on YouTube, or whatever the hell reason you would have to casually take steroids. But what's going to happen, your testicles are going to shrink to the size of peas, you're not going to make your own testosterone anymore, and no matter how much people talk about PCT and it coming back, trust me, it doesn't, and you're going to live with that. You're not going to be able to maintain an erection or do any of these things. You might be able to impress the ladies, but you're not actually going to impress them where it counts, so you piss your pants, and that's taking steroids. I've got a wife, I've got a family. There's absolutely zero motivation for me to take steroids. I'm not interested in doing that. I'm not going to bang on about it. I want to be positive, I want to be upbeat and happy, and I'm going to leave it there. So for now, that is my bike. It's been a tremendous day, swimming, cycling, and we're gonna get on with things. But now let's move on to the vote. Let's see which event you think Steve Kalclash should be competing in first. Hopefully you guys can hear at least something. Like I say, hopefully you enjoyed the vlog. There's going to be more of them. I'm hoping to upload these twice a week, plus some sort of tips video, Vibram 5 fingers video, that type of thing that's going to help you out as well. But let's get talking. Let's get talking about which event am I going to do first. As I say, you guys are going to vote for it. You guys are going to decide. What I want you to do is put your option down below. Okay, so we've got an option of a sprint at the beginning of May 2018, or we've got the option of a middle distance half iron triathlon on June the 10th. There was one I wanted to look at that was earlier, but it fell on my wife and my son's birthday, so couldn't do that unfortunately. So you guys in the comments down below, please put down half iron or sprint. Just like that, that's it. just put that down. Start your comment with that, or just simply put that. If you want to write something else, put it on after, but I'll just go down the list and see how many half irons we got and how many sprints we've got, and that's what I'll be doing. So you guys are going to decide. Do you want me to put me through loads of pain first, or do you want me to ease myself in gently? Every event we do, we're gonna take a vote on it, and ultimately we'll vote on which Ironman I'm going to do at the end of this series. Okay, so it's going to all be voted for by you guys. It's raining now as well, which is oh, brilliant. You gotta love living at the coast in England. You guys probably can't hear me anyway, so I'll end this quickly, but I do really appreciate everybody's support. When you're making comments about what you want to see next, I'm picking those up, I'm putting them in the list. So put your comments what you want to see in this Bigman to Ironman series, or just videos in general. I know I've got a plan, like I say, of content. I just need to be able to film it. Let me know which event you want me to do. And for now, guys, you know what to do. Keep the sheep out of the shed. I saw my new shed today. Hopefully I'll be in within a month and a half, 2 months maybe. Hopefully I'll be in by Christmas, and you guys are going to see the glorious new shed, and it does the old shed proud, I must say that. Okay, but for now guys, you know what to do by now. Keep it rolling.